Thank you so much indeed for this extraordinary occasion today. Everything we do here at the British Museum is in partnership with you. And we have a very long and very fruitful partnership with India and with Assam as well, starting right back with the project that Richard Burton did over 10 years ago, and when this extraordinary textile was first displayed. It hasn't been seen and on display for 10 years, and so it is an extraordinary honour for us for this to actually be on display again in Guwahati. And this is our largest, this is by far the largest textile that we have ever loaned anywhere around the world. So it is quite an amazing occasion. Thank you so much for everyone who has made this possible. Very long list of people, and I'm very grateful for it. Thank you. And a special mention for the JSW Foundation, who have actually, through their funding, made this
possible. Commission of India to the United Kingdom, Sri Doraisamy, Mr. Martha, Mr. Research Blackton, Jessica, distinguished dignitaries, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a profound honor for me to stand here today in this iconic institution on what is truly a momentous occasion for the people of Assam and for India. We have gathered to sign a letter of intent between the British Museum and the Government of Assam for the proposed loan of Vrindavani Brasta. It is a masterpiece of sacred art and a living symbol of Assam's spiritual and cultural soul. At the outset, I wish to place on record my deep appreciation to the authorities of British Museum. Their steadfast support and for the spirit of openness and cooperation has made this event possible. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to Sri Bikram Doraisamy and the Indian High Commission in London for their diplomatic effort, wise counsel, and constant facilitation. Without your collective commitment, this ceremony would have remained only a distant aspiration. Today, it begins to take the shape of reality. Assam, the state I have the privilege to represent, is small in geography but vast in its civilizational canvas. For centuries, it has been a meeting ground of cultures, Indo-Aryan, Tibeto-Burman, Thai-Austroasiatic, and many others. These communities have blended to create a unique mosaic of identities, beliefs, and artistic traditions. We are home to 23 notified scheduled tribes and several other communities, each with its own language, oral histories, ritual, and art forms. The Census and Linguistic Survey record over 200 mother tongues in Assam, a reminder that diversity is not an abstract idea for us, but the texture of everyday life. Our social and religious life reflects the same layered complexity. Ancient Hakta and Saivite traditions, indigenous belief systems, sects, and religion have all found space in Assam. They have interacted and enshrined one another. Out of this fertile soil arose a distinct stand of the Bhakti movement, which has shaped Assamese society for the last 5 centuries. This was the neo-Vaishnava movement led by Mahapurukh Himanta Shankardeva. Himanta Shankardeva was not only a saint and theologian, he was a poet, dramatist, musician, social reformer, and institution builder. Through his Borgit, his one-act plays, his hotras and namghars, he democratized devotion to God. He created a cultural universe in which art, music, literature, and spirituality were seamlessly woven together. It is within this universe that the Brindavani Brasta was conceived. The Brindavani Brasta is a monumental silk textile woven in 16th century in Assam. A team of Master Weaver led by Mathuradas Purata under the spiritual guidance of Srimanta Sankaradeva and his disciple Mahaprabhu Madhavdeva, using highly sophisticated weaving techniques, they created a continuous narrative plot depicting the Leelas of Lord Krishna in Vrindavan. This was a kind of woven scripture in which theology, narrative, and aesthetic remained inseparable. This piece, now in the care of British Museum, is assembled from multiple silk panels and stretches to nearly 9.4 meters in length and over 2.3 meters in width. Every band of imagery is alive with movement. Krishna dancing with the gopis, plays the flute, subduing serpents, surrounded by tree, animals, and celestial motifs. It is a testimony not just to devotion, but to the extraordinary technique and artistic sophistication of Assamese weaving in that era. From Assam, the textile is reported to have traveled across mountains and frontiers to Bhutan in the Tibet before eventually reaching London in the early 20th century. Here in this museum, it has been studied, conserved, and admired by scholars and visitors from around the world, including through the acclaimed exhibition Krishna in Garden of Assam. Today, through the partnership we are formalizing, this treasured object will begin a journey back towards the land whose faith and imagination first brought it into being. For my people of Assam, the Brindavani Brasta is not just an old textile preserved behind glass. It is a part of our collective memory. Generations have sung about it in Kirtan, taught their children and carries its stories in their hearts without ever having seen it within their own eyes. It represents the high point of our devotional art and inclusive spirit of Sankardeva's message. It is also signifies the deep bond between faith and craftsmanship in our society. That is why the prospect of welcoming the buster, even for a limited period, evoke such strong emotion in Assam. It feels like the homecoming of an ancestor. It signified the return of a beloved that we had only read about in books and scripture.